as sports do. As always, I'm your host, Chris Dunlap, one of the top sports performance specialists in the area with a down-to-business mindset and a heart for kids to match. Joining me right now is ChampTime Fitness's owner, Dominique Graham.
Thank you for having me.
Oh man, thanks for joining me, bro.
Thank you.
Yo, all right, well let's get right into it, man. We're gonna talk working out. We're gonna get into all that, but first, man, I want you to have an opportunity to tell your story because you have a real inspirational story. I don't know if a lot of people know.
Right.
Of course, we see you today. You're the CEO. You're the owner of one of the top training programs in the area, but you've been through some things to get where you are now. Share with us a little bit of your story.
So first and foremost, I've always competed in sports. So that's what planted the seed, gave me this foundation, and I took it as far as college. I ran track and field in college. Went to Alabama. I boxed in amateur boxing as well in my younger days. But I always had one foot in terms of guidance and one foot out in terms of following the rules and what I wanted to do. So I ended up getting incarcerated, which gave me a little setback, and that gave me an option and a time to reflect on, the man that I was becoming. And I didn't want to, at that time, I didn't want to hurt my family anymore. That was the main thing for me. I didn't want to hurt my family anymore, so I knew that, once I finished my incarceration, there was going to be an opportunity for me to just be a better man. And, during my incarceration, I started to really hone in on working out, and it got to the point where fellow inmates wanted to work out with me as well, so I started with my cellmate, and before you know it, I had the bottom tier, and then I had about some of the guys on the upper tier as well. So it became a domino effect, and that's when I knew that I was onto something in terms of helping people achieve their goals, because not only were they getting results, but they was feeling better about themselves.
Wow.
So that's what kind of planted the seed for me to say, hey, I can take this and run with it. I ended up coming home. I wasn't where I wanted to be financially, so I had to get a job. I worked at Starbucks for a while. I was the assistant manager at Starbucks, and the lady took a chance on me, man. She took a chance on me. She gave me a big break, Fitness Together, Central Georgetown.
Okay.
And, I worked my way up through the ranks. In terms of evolving as a trainer, learning my knowledge, and just trying to hone and own my craft. And I started to get this burning desire, man, that I said that I gotta do something a little more. And at first it didn't make sense to me because I'm like, I'm in the industry that I want to do what I want to do. Right. Why am I not invigorated? Right. And I realized that it was because I wanted to do something for my people. I wanted to do something for the environment that I come from. So I had to sit down with my then girlfriend at the time and told her that, hey, I want to create something that I can give back to the kids. A lot of times inner city youth get overlooked, either because of financial reasons or lack of support from educators. So we just try to step in and fill that void.
Awesome. And that kind of leads me to my next question, because while I was prepping for the show, I went, a little research on you and ChampTime Fitness, and went to your Facebook page in the bio. Mm-hmm. Man, when I say that thing jumped out at me and it gripped me, I gotta make sure I get that. I wanna read it verbatim so I don't get this wrong. All right, so listen to this, people. ChampTime Fitness is a sports mentorship program designed to help inner city youth evolve their genetic potential through proper strength training. Man, now so what I get from that, and I hope y'all got that too. This just ain't we ain't just gonna hit the wave and this ain't one of those. We just gonna work out and that's gonna be that. Man, you're more like a life coach to these young men and women kind of thing. Tell us more about the goals of ChampTime.
Well, first and foremost, like you said, it's not just a strength training program. I always tell people sports is just a way that I communicate my message. But how we separate ourselves from other training programs is ChampTime Fitness is built on three pillars of excellence. Moral excellence, academic excellence, physical excellence. The reason why we pride ourselves on these three things is because without one or the other, you cannot evolve and get to where you want to be. Right. You can use me as a perfect example. I had my academics right. I had the physical right. But because my moral wasn't right, by the time I got to college, I still couldn't, manifest and reach where I needed to be because my mental wasn't where it should be. So that's why we put it in that order. If I can reach you mentally, the physical is easy. Anybody can give a good workout. But the prerequisite is having your moral down pat and having your academics up to par. So that's something that I make sure that I pride myself on holding them accountable to. And they receive it, they respect it. And that's why we are a college prep program, because the goal is once you get to that next level, you should be ready to execute academically and athletically versus, trying to adjust to the college lifestyle. So I use a lot of the principles and tools that I learned when I was in college, but also things that I gathered over the years to see, how I can maximize these 4 years. Because a lot of these kids come in 8th grade, 9th grade, and walk with me all the way through 12th grade. One of the fun facts to be proud of ourselves on, every kid that graduated from our program has received free education.
Really?
Free education.
Wow,
So
that's all. Seriously, that is
important.
awesome.
That's important.
Oh my goodness, really.
So, aside from everything, they going to school for free.
And that's the goal.
That's all that matters.
That's one of the goals.
Right. So a lot of times, this thing might be about money for people. A parent may call me, a student may call me. The very first thing I ask them, what's your GPA? What's your GPA?
Speaking of that, I saw something you posted on Facebook one day.
What I posted?
It was
what I posted,
a kid. It was a kid. No, a parent.
Yeah.
A parent.
I know where you're going.
Messaged you and either messaged you or contacted you and said, I don't remember verbatim. It was something about the kid had like a 2 point something or less.
Right.
And he was like, oh, we'll work on academics later. Yeah. We want to get this workout in.
Focus on the strength training.
Yeah, no. So I love that. First thing you ask,
absolutely.
What's your GPA? Because if you don't have no grades, it's no. I don't care how good you are.
Right. Going back to what we said in terms of this being a college prep program, you can live all the weights you want.
Yeah.
They're gonna look at that GPA. So it's my job to make sure that I'm holding them to that standard of what they're going to be held to on that next level. For you to compete, it's a 2.5. For you to train with me, it's a 2.8. So they know that I'm holding them to a higher standard, and it helps me weed out the individuals who are not serious about getting to that next level. We've been blessed to, have a good number of kids that want to train with us, but this helps me weed out that process in terms of who's committed academically, who's committed morally, who's actually going to be here for the long haul.
Right. Which is so great, man, because in college, if they don't get that type of separating the men from the boys, women from the girls from the women type of thing, college is going to do that.
Right.
So if they go to college and they're prepared,
absolutely,
the rest is capable.
Now we can focus on school and sports.
Exactly. So from the one thing that I hear from just hearing you speak about your past and then what you do now, it's kind of like you're mentoring to yourself, quote unquote.
Yeah, it's funny
if you look at it that way. So, tell me what you're doing everything that you want, man. You're making a difference. ChampTime Fitness, you've been on Fox 5, Good Morning Washington, whole night. What do you get out? What do you get out of it? What fulfills you in doing this?
The most fulfilling moment for me is seeing that student that came in as a 9th grader or a 10th grader or 8th grader, didn't have a clue, didn't know how they were going to get to that next level, didn't have the motivation, whatever their personal situation is, and then we get them to 12th grade and they sign that letter of intent. To know that they're not paying anywhere from $150,000 to $250,000 is a blessing not only for that child, that parent, but also me, because it lets me know that what we're doing is working, and it also lets me know that they're able to extend their athletic careers through education for 4 more years. To say that I had a hand in that, I think is instrumental, and something that I want to pride myself on is leaving a positive legacy in DC for years to come. And I think that each child that you send to school, each child that you can make a difference in, it's going to help solidify that. Okay. So, that's all it is for me. It's not financially gaining or anything like that. I want to see as many kids that come through my program get to the next level successfully.
So if anybody has any questions, man, ChampTime Fitness or just advice, workout advice, man, tell them how can they get in contact with you online, or social media, website?
Well, the easiest way to get in contact with me is my website, ChampTime Fitness, ChampTime Fitness.com. If you're social media savvy, I have a Facebook, Dominique Graham, Dominique Graham.
That's where y'all can go read that bio.
Yeah, go check me out. And we also have a business page as well. These are my personal and my business pages. And my Instagram is Damo_CTF. Damo_CTF. And I'm easily reachable, man. I'm easy. I'm here. You know, you can just follow my schedule and you can find me. So if you need any tips, if you want to sign your child up, you want to sign yourself up, just reach out.
Awesome, man. Bruh, when I reached out to you at first about this interview, I knew it was gonna be epic, man. And ladies and gentlemen, this is just the first segment of it. After this break, make sure y'all keep it locked, because I'm finna go through the ChampTime fitness workout. Am I gonna make it? Hey, well, you guys stick around to find out. They're supposed to be right back after this.
Everybody got a partner? Yeah. All right, so look, this is how we starting off.
It's all film.
Start with 145, 5 minus 10. 10. All right, I need 50 per leg.
Alright, welcome back, family. As you can see, I'm in my workout gear. My man Dominique still kicking it. What you got? I'm blessed, man. So he about to take me through this ChampTime fitness workout, man. So Dominique, tell me what's first.
Alright, so a lot of times when people are training, you know, you want to make sure that the workout is what they call functionally based. The term I like to use is we're building the body, not bodybuilding. So, you know, you got to start as if your body was a house. You know, nobody ever gets a piece of property and starts with the attic.
Right.
You got to build up that foundation. So what I like to do, any student athlete, you know, you have to target those major muscles, evolve their muscular endurance in those muscles so they can be prepared for the next couple of phases. So today I'm going to give you 4 to 5 exercises that will help strengthen your overall baseline so that you can be ready for the next phase should you complete the entire program.
Sounds good.
Let's get started. Let me see what I got here. Generally, you know, we would have warmed you up.
Okay.
But for the sake of the time,
Yeah.
you know, I'm just gonna show you the exercise.
Awesome.
One of the first exercises that we like to do before we get the kids up under the barbell is a goblet squat. And the goblet squat enables you to develop strength in your quads, but also power and explosiveness from your posterior chain. So, what you're gonna do, you're gonna have your toes out of the sumo stance, dumbbells in the goblet position right at your chest. Sit down as deep as you can, keeping your chest tall, exploding up from your hamstrings and your glutes. So just bang out 5 of those. Try to keep that chest tall, keep your core nice and tight.
Same toes out.
Yes, sir. Chest tall, control the down motion, explode up.
Like that.
Good. 5. Good. Let's get 3 more. 5. Each time you do it, you want to kind of push yourself and go a little bit deeper. Last one. Time. Excellent job. Excellent job. Excellent job. Right. So we work the front half of the body. Now we got to work the back half.
Okay.
A lot of student athletes are very front dominant.
Yeah.
So they neglect the back half of their body, which is also the posterior chain. So I kind of put an emphasis on making sure we.
And what do you mean back half? What do you mean?
If you cut my body in half, I have the front that you see, and then you have the back.
Right.
So every muscle back here is being neglected. So that might be why you see kids get injured halfway through the season, or they're not maximizing their physical ability because they're not developing those smaller muscles.
Okay.
All right. So here I go. Feet are shoulder width apart. Dumbbells are out in front of me. My knees will never bend during this exercise. You're gonna bend straight over as far as your hamstrings allow you to go. And then you want to explode right back up, making sure that you roll those shoulders back. Okay. This exercise is for your hamstrings. And once again, we're gonna do about 5 reps. 5 reps.
Toes out again, or
Dumbbells keep them out in front of me for me, please. without bending your knees. You're gonna bend straight over. Dumbbells are aiming for your toes, and then you're gonna roll the shoulders back, keeping your core nice and tight the entire time. Alright, right there. Fire it up. You should feel the pull right in your hamstring.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel that. Woo!
Right back down. Raise them back up, roll those shoulders back, and go on back down. Up. Fire. Two more. Down. Fire. Boom. One more. And fire. Time. Raise those back down. So a lot of times we try to put the athlete in a position that prepares them for progressive training.
Okay.
You know, we don't want to just start off with barbell movements before we even know what they're capable of doing. So this ensures that they're safe, this ensures that they're properly developed, and this ensures that I have peace of mind that they're not going to hurt themselves.
Yeah, what's next?
Alright, so we're moving
I'm
forward.
good. I'm getting a little warm now.
Alright,
Good.
so we did the lower body, now we're going to come down to our lower body.
Alright.
Now we're transitioning to a chest press. Lie on your back, elbows nice and tight. Sit up position. What you want to do is explode the dumbbells up, control the down motion, and when you get to your lowest point, explode it back up again. Okay? We're going for a total of 5 reps again. Make sure your tailbone is as close to your heels as possible. Bend your knees and sit up position for me, please. Elbows nice and tight. Control the down motion and explode it up. Explode. Good. Explode. Good. Explode. Explode. Last one. Time. Good job. Awesome. Like I told you, in this first phase, our rep range will be about 15 to 20, just to allow the muscles to get used to working for a longer period of time. So we work the chest. Now it's time for us to work our lats.
Okay.
So I'm taking the same exact dumbbell. Left hand is on my left knee, bending straight over. Looking straight ahead, keeping my core tight. I'm gonna explode the elbow up, control the release. Explode it up, control the release. All right? Looking for 5 on each arm. Keeping that chest tall, pull the core in. Straight ahead, that's what you're looking. Explode it up, and control that release.
Do it here.
Get right there. All right? Palms on the knee, not the forearm. There you go. Okay, nice angle extend. The entire time. Where we looking? Explode. Control. Explode. Explode. Good. Last one. Excellent job. Swap it out for me, please. Turn that back foot straight. Keep that chest tall. There you go. Core is tight. Explode it up. Control and release. Go. Control. Go. Go. Last one. Go. Excellent job. I'll take that. Good job. So normally we would do, like I said, 15 to 20 rounds. 15 to 20 reps for that.
Okay.
Or 3 to 4 rounds. And like I said, if you mix those 2 other exercises with these 2, your body should be getting some good engagement right now. So how we conclude everything, how we start and conclude with core training. Core is the foundation for anything. I don't care what you do, what sport you play, where you're trying to go. If this isn't strong right here, you're not maximizing your full ability. So I always start off with core. I always finish off with core because I want to use your core when you're fresh, and I also want you to be able to tap into your core reserves after you've been working and you're tired. And we're
Like
talking
four
about
quarters.
the 4 quarter, right? Going back to Alabama, Nick Saban has a program, 4th quarter program. It's just crazy. It's crazy. You should look it up. It's crazy, but it helps instill the mindset of pushing through all the way to the end.
Okay.
Let me show you. Very simple exercises. A bent knee V up. Now make sure your legs are at a 90-degree angle. Toes are flexed towards your shins, aka dorsiflex. Hands above your head without bending your elbows. Aiming for the toes, coming straight up. Aiming for the toes and coming straight back up again, okay? Now, rep range for the core, 50 to 100.
Okay.
A lot of my guys and girls range from 50 to 100 in terms of core because I gotta be 100% sure that foundation is tight.
So instead of 5, let's
go for 10. Let's go for 10. And we give you 10. I'm not gonna give you 50 out the gate. He tripping.
Yeah.
Main thing for me here is keeping the knees together, hands fully extended above your head, and you're going over top of your knees to touch these toes, not around them. Alright, here we go. Boom, 1, 2, right back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 2, 9, time. Excellent job. Woo! That was 10 out of your what would have been 100. Woo! So safe to say you're pretty activated right now.
Yeah, sure. Let's say there've been 100. It'll one of those. I don't remember the type of situation.
Yeah. So man, we that was an example of a brief excerpt of the workout we would do. So we would always conclude with isolated stretching and manual stretching if you need it. I always encourage proper recovery tools, whether it's ice baths, Epsom salt, cryotherapy. That's the standing ice bath that they do now. It's like a 3-minute thing. Yeah, but the recovery process is just as important as the actual engagement. And this enables the student to be able to train intensely for a long period of time. I have a year-round program. There's no way that your body can physically make it through a year-round program if you're not taking the steps to properly recover. We have
Because you experience, and correct me if I'm wrong, something called burnout. Is that
your body will burn out.
Okay.
Your body will burn out. Excessive lactic buildup would run the risk of more injuries, and it's something we don't want. So I encourage all of my kids to go to Bikram yoga, jump in a swimming pool, a lot of low impact type of engagement, just to help with that recovery so we can continue to hit it hard.
I'm feeling good though. I ain't gonna lie. They always say a good workout is good for the soul. So man, I really do appreciate you
for
joining me, man.
Appreciate you.
So real quick, once again, where can everybody look you up? Give them the website.
ChampTimeFitness.com, ChampTime Fitness.com.
Awesome.
And Instagram Damo_CTF.
Awesome. All right, folks. Well, that's it for me. In this episode of That Sports Dude, man, big thanks to my homeboy Dominique. If any of you all are interested in ChampTime Fitness, man, make sure y'all visit his website, Instagram, Twitter, all the whole 9. Well, until next time, I'm your host Chris Dunlap. Peace. Always.